Hi, and welcome to the NordicTrack Elliptical Series Assembly video. Follow these steps for the Airglide 14i and 7i models. Step 1. Assembly tips. Assembly requires 2 people. Place all parts in a cleared area and remove the packing materials. After shipping, there may be an oily substance on the exterior of the elliptical. This is normal. Wipe it off with a soft cloth and non-abrasive cleaner. Left parts are marked L or left, and right parts are marked R or right. The required tools are 1 rubber mallet, 1 Phillips screwdriver, 2 adjustable wrenches, and a pair of scissors. Do not use power tools and keep the elliptical power cord unplugged during assembly. Step 2. Attach the rear stabilizer. With the help of a second person, place some of the packing materials under the rear of the frame. Have the second person hold the frame to prevent it from tipping until you complete this step. If there are shipping supports attached to the rear of the frame, remove the screws from the shipping supports, and discard the screws and the shipping supports. Next, attach the rear stabilizer to the frame with 4 M10 by 60 mm screws. Then, remove the packing materials from under the frame. Step 3. Attach the rear stabilizer cover. Attach the rear stabilizer cover to the rear stabilizer with 3 M4 by 16 mm screws. Start all 3 screws and then tighten them. Step 4. Attach the front stabilizer. With the help of a second person, place some of the packing materials under the front of the frame. Have the second person hold the frame to prevent it from tipping until you complete this step. If there are shipping supports attached to the front of the frame, remove the screws from the shipping supports and discard the screws and the shipping supports. Next, attach the front stabilizer to the frame with 2 M10 by 115 mm screws. Then remove the packing materials from under the frame. Step 5. Grease and attach roller arms. Apply a small amount of the included grease to the axle on the right crank arm. Next, identify the right roller arm. Orient it as shown and slide it onto the right crank arm. Attach the right roller arm with an M8 by 20 mm screw and a crank cover. Make sure that the crank cover is oriented as shown. Repeat this step for the left roller arm, also making sure that the crank cover is properly oriented as shown. Important note: you will connect wires in one or more of the following steps. For your elliptical to function properly, connect the wires as described in the following steps. The actual wires may look different from the wires shown. First, firmly push the wires into each connector to make sure that the wires are fully seated. Next, turn the wires so that the latch on one connector is on the same side as the catch on the other connector. Then slide the connectors together. The connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. Step 6. Connect the upright wire. Have a second person hold the upright near the frame as shown. Next, connect the upright wire to the main wire. Make sure to connect the wire as described previously. Step 7. Attach the upright to the frame. Avoid pinching the wires. Have a second person hold the upright on the frame. 2 M10 by 25 mm screws are pre-attached to the frame. Attach the upright with 2 additional M10 by 25 mm screws, but do not fully tighten the screws yet. Insert the connectors on the wires into the left side of the upright. Next, route the main wire through the notch in the grommet as shown, and then press the grommet into the upright. Step 8. Grease and attach upper body legs. Apply grease to the axle on the right side of the upright. Next, slide a pivot spacer onto the right side of the upright. Then, identify the right upper body leg, orient it as shown, and slide it onto the right side of the upright. Attach the right upper body leg with an M8 by 13 mm screw and an M8 by 28 mm washer. Repeat this step to attach the left upper body leg. Step 9. Grease and attach pedal arms. Orient the right pedal arm as shown and apply grease to the axle. Insert the right pedal arm into the right upper body leg and into the right roller arm. Attach the right pedal arm to the right roller arm with an M8 by 20 mm flathead screw and a retainer. Make sure that the flat side of the retainer is facing the right roller arm as shown here. Repeat this step for the left pedal arm. Step 10. Grease and connect pedal arm axles. Apply grease to one of the pedal arm axles. Insert the pedal arm axle into the right upper body leg and the right pedal arm from the direction shown. Next, slide an M8 by 22 mm washer onto an M8 by 13 mm screw and tighten the screw a few turns into the pedal arm axle. Then tighten the pedal arm axle and the M8 by 13 mm screw at the same time. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 11. Attach console wires. See Step 7. Tighten the 4 M10 by 25 mm screws. While a second person holds the console near the upright, connect the wires on the console to the main wire and to the left extension wire and the right extension wire. Make sure to connect the wires correctly as described previously. Avoid pinching the wires. Insert the excess wire into the upright. Step 12. Attach the console. Attach the console to the console bracket with 4 M4 by 16 mm screws. Start all 4 screws and then tighten them. Step 13. Attach the console covers. Orient the lower console cover as shown and snap it into the back of the console. Then orient the upper console cover as shown and snap it into the back of the console. Step 14. Attach the accessory tray. Orient the accessory tray as shown and attach it to the upright with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Step 15. Attach lower tray covers. Make sure that the right control wire is in the location shown. Orient a lower tray cover as shown and hold it near the right control wire. Then insert the right control wire into the notches in the lower tray cover as shown. Avoid pinching the right control wire. Attach the lower tray cover to the right side of the accessory tray with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 16. Attach the upper body arms. Identify the right upper body arm, orient it as shown, and hold it near the right upper body leg. Insert the right extension wire into the right upper body leg and route it out of the indicated hole. Avoid pinching the right extension wire. Insert the right upper body arm into the right upper body leg. Attach the right upper body arm with 2 M4 by 45 mm bolts and 2 M8 by 16 mm washers. Connect the right extension wire to the right control wire and insert the excess wires into the right upper body arm. Important! For your elliptical to function properly, make sure to connect the wires correctly as described previously. Next, orient the wires as shown and attach a zip tie around the right upper body leg in the location shown. Then cut off the excess zip tie. Repeat this step for the left upper body arm. Step 17. Attach the center shield cover. Orient the center shield cover and the front shield cover around the upright as shown, and attach them to each other with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Avoid pinching the wires. Press the front shield cover and the center shield cover onto the left and right shields. Step 18. Attach the inner leg covers. Identify the right leg inner cover, orient it as shown, and insert it through the right upper body leg. Next, identify the right leg outer cover, orient it as shown, and press it onto the right leg inner cover. Attach the right leg outer and inner covers to each other with an M4 by 16 mm screw. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 19. Attach the arm covers. Make sure that the right control wire and that the right extension wire are in the exact positions shown. Avoid pinching the wires. Orient the right arm front and rear covers around the right upper body legs as shown, and attach them with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Make sure to place the extension wire in the indicated area of the right arm rear cover. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 20. Final inspection. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened. Now that we've finished the assembly, let's start the onboarding process. Step 1. Turn the elliptical on. Plug the power cord into a surge protector. Once the elliptical power cord is plugged in, push the power switch to On. Step 2. Test the elliptical. Enter manual mode and proceed to test the elliptical's resistance and incline to ensure it is all working properly. Step 3. Connect to Wi-Fi. Exit manual mode and return to the main screen. Follow the steps on the screen to connect to Wi-Fi. Thank you for purchasing this NordicTrack elliptical.